Matt Miller.
Hi, this is Matt Miller reminding you to rate and review Militant Affection on iTunes or whatever you listen to it on. So just remember to give it a rating and a review. Also, this episode's audio is a little funky, but it still sounds great. So here's the episode.
Militant Affection.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Militant Affection. I'm here with some I guess, old comedy friends, really, and a new friend. I'm here with my friend Zach.
Hi there, Matthew.
I've known Zach. How long have I known you?
More than a year.
More than a year. And I'm here with my original comedy teacher.
It's true.
And comedy veteran, really, Rob Crean.
Yeah.
And we're here in Cambridge. And we're also here with Heather, who's off mic.
Hi.
Okay. Did I say the name of the show? Militant Affection. That's what I said. We were talking about trauma. Have you listened to any, Zach?
I've listened to two.
Two of them?
The first one and the one you did in your apartment with a friend.
I do them with friends. We did in Cambridge. This is a fun spot we're at. I've partied here a lot.
Me
Have
too.
you spent a lot of time here, Rob?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The open
And-
mic right over here.
Yeah, I hosted a mic behind
What was the
you.
worst thing to happen at the Middy's Corn?
So many bad things happened. It was a bad mic. I don't know.
That was my favorite mic.
One time a guy threw a whole glass of beer directly at my... directly at me, and the glass didn't hit me, but all the beer hit me. A lot of really
that's pretty
traumatic
good.
stuff happened.
That's a cool move.
It's like a
magic trick.
safe but scary.
Yeah. I don't know how he did it. Yeah,
Was it an
was crazy.
IPA?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't have. I gotta be honest with you. I never developed a strong enough
Palate?
Like a
palate to be able to
Scooby-Doo
tell the
lick
difference. Yeah.
across the face.
There's people behind us doing things.
Yeah.
There's
It's
a lot
very-
of hugging. We don't hug though. We just sit separately.
Yeah.
It's really our group dynamic.
Yeah. It's very. Yeah, this is. It sounded when we listened back. It sounded like it was usable audio, but I will be surprised if this is usable.
I will say this podcast is number one comment on the production during the episode podcast.
Really? Yeah. I feel like that's common.
Yeah. It's like I always make sure the first 5 minutes, like we're like discussing how to produce audio.
Yeah. Should we start over? I feel like we should start over.
Uh,
Hi, I'm Matt Miller. This is Militant Affection, and I'm here with two of my oldest comedy friends. These guys, I'm telling you, they're old. They're the two oldest guys I know. These guys are so old.
How old are they?
They're so old that when they were in high school, I was cum.
Oh shit.
That's old. These
Damn.
guys are so old.
Okay, go
These guys
on.
are so old. They remember when cum was the hot new thing. These guys are so old. These guys are in their they're in their 40s. It's pretty old.
Oh shit. I know. I'm so old now.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be honest with you, every episode, at some point, people think we got to restart, and I go, no, we don't have to restart. You get to the point where you restart when you're finally doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Podcasts usually start off kind of like everyone's like, oh, we're talking to each other.
Yeah.
But then after a while, you're talking to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like when you stop being polite and you start being real.
Yeah. This is the, how does that go? The true stories.
True story.
Of, I'm not 40,
two guys that are
Rob,
so
okay?
old. How old are they?
I mean, I did
They're
invent
so old.
cum.
I'm telling you, these guys are covered in cum. That's how old they are.
I remember talking to my grandpa before he died, cum dripping from his face.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Grandpa,
Yep.
you gotta wash that cum off your face. It's fucking gross.
I like it.
And then he jumped off that bridge. But that's just how it ends.
Yep.
My grandpa died pretty fun. He was what do you call it when you kind of go like you start saying crazy things like
Dementia?
he was is that it? Because he like
Alzheimer's?
worked on like boats for a long time, and he started thinking he was talking to like the Coast Guard and stuff. Like he would be like, "Oh, we got to figure out if we can come through. The Coast Guard's not letting us pass." He'd say things like that.
Yeah. Do you ever talk about mermaids?
He said mermaids, the whitest of creatures. That's what he once said.
Wow.
Yeah. The whitest of creatures. Yeah. Referring to their fins. He thinks they can be any race.
But their fins.
Fins got to be
specifically
white.
Are white, yeah.
White fins.
Just the fins.
Yeah.
I thought that was just the mermaids that were from really far down where there wasn't all the light.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
they-
They don't get a tan.
Yeah, so they're just,
They got white fins.
they got white fins and they got like little balls in front of their face that glow to attract prey.
Yeah, and then what do they do with the prey? They eat it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they eat it. Yeah.
No one really talks about the mermaids
The
like
angler
eating.
mermaid.
You
Oh,
never
yeah.
think of them eating.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think mermaids? What do you think is the sexiest thing for mermaids to eat? I guess it would be like,
It's the sexiest
algae.
thing for them to eat.
yeah, because I mean, thinking of a
yeah,
mermaid
just
just tearing
seeing-
into like a tuna is like not the sexiest thing in the world. I don't think.
So
But-
because they definitely ate meat, right?
I don't
or
know.
No, vegetarian.
I mean, it could go either way, really. Probably they eat meat, right? I don't know. Are there a lot of like herbivorous fish?
Herbivorous fish? That's
Yeah.
a good question. For next
there?
time,
What are
no.
some some herbivorous fish?
All the algae eaters.
Algae.
Oh,
eaters,
so like
that's right.
whales, right?
It's like
No, whales eat
minnows,
fish. What am I talking about?
Whales eat krill.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Or I
krill.
mean, depend. Yeah.
And krill eats.
Krill.
Krill eats.
Plankton.
And plankton eats cum.
Plankton eats cum. And you know what?
Yep.
Cum is the first life form,
Yep.
Wow.
thus making it the oldest.
The oldest.
In the beginning.
That's why whenever you see old guys, they're always covered in cum.
You know what? That's why prostitution was
sense.
the first job, right?
That's
Because they
right.
produced cum,
Yeah.
which was the first thing.
Yeah, and that was the first form of payment was cum. So
Here you go,
that would
sir.
that's the first job was prostitution because you would work and then you get your paycheck, which would be
A load of cum.
that's right.
You know that? I mean, you know those like 5 gum commercials? You ever see the one where the guy's like, "Oh, I never get paid in gum."
No.
Well, we always used to go, "I never get paid in cum," and laugh and laugh and laugh. Man, back when commercials were easily parodied. Nowadays,
Yeah.
commercials, I don't
They're
even.
just all they're either like too boring or too crazy to be parodied.
Yeah,
it's
they're
just like-
already parodied.
Yeah.
Or they're like, I'm not creative enough to make this.
Yeah. It's just like valtrex. It makes your dick weird. Or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
What is the Valtrex commercial?
I don't know. What is valtrex? Does anyone know?
Valtrex. Real quick. I think
Oh,
it's
that's
heart
the
medicine.
herpes.
Is
it the
herpes?
one?
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
herpes.
you're right.
Valtrex. It
How do you
makes
know
your
that?
dick not weird.
I just know things. That's
Valtrex for herpes.
yeah, isn't it?
Oh, so that's already like. So how are you gonna make that funnier?
Yeah.
That's what that one is.
That sounds right. There's like people like
Valtrex.
mountain biking and canoeing and stuff.
Do you think if there's a group of guys that parodied like herpes commercials, they would be like tracks, like
Wha-
riff track? Is that what it's called? All right, yeah, you said Valtrex.
Valtrex. Valtrex. I like it.
Oh.
No.
You know, I can hear you guys great, and I don't know how you guys are hearing me, but
I
we'll
can
move
hear you
on.
fine,
Ron,
yeah.
what's the most traumatic moment in your life?
There's been so many. I've had a traumatic life.
I know this actually.
I mean, I've had a lot of I've been attacked a number of times. Which I think is a
Physically?
Yeah, I think it's a common thing for small people. But
By bigger people?
Like just strangers.
yeah, one time I was attacked by like 5 strangers, and they just like smashed my head in.
Ouch.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Oh,
for
shit.
It. Yeah.
Smashed your head in with their
No.
fists or blunt
No,
objects?
like wrenches and like tire irons and stuff like that. Yeah.
Wrenches and tire irons?
Yeah.
When you were at a garage?
No, I was not. I was just on the street. I was not at a garage.
Gotta make fun of the trauma. That's right.
Yeah. I think. I assume it was just stuff they had in their trunk. I don't know,
Huh.
but
That's pretty awful. Those are like real blunt objects.
That's really awesome.
oh yeah, it hurt.
Dang. Those are usually made for fixing things.
Yeah, that was to me when they were doing it. I was like, the irony of this is too much. You're taking that which is to fix and you're using it to destroy. Yeah. It was just, that was to me
You
the
still
most
had your
traumatic
wit
part
with
was
you,
that.
which is good.
I definitely did not have my wit.
Well, you were hit.
This is what happened was I was walking down the street and these 5 guys jumped out of a car.
Did they own like a hamburger restaurant?
They're
yeah,
5 guys.
so
Yeah,
the
it was
five
5 guys. It was those 5 guys. This is how they got their start. Because this is gonna be it's gonna make sense. 'Cause
Origin story.
this is true. So they 5 guys. The five guys
Yeah.
jump out of a car, and this is what they said to me.
Yeah.
Was one of the guys said, "You got beef," and then he called me the N-word. We were both white. He said, "You got beef." Called me the N-word.
We'll fill in the N-word in post.
And then I said, "I have no beef."
Oh.
And
Wow.
I didn't add the N-word back to this other white person.
Okay.
In my response, but then he like beat me, and I could see as he was beating me, he was like, "This guy doesn't have beef. I don't have beef. We gotta get some beef around here." And then they started this
He was
restaurant.
like,
5
"There's
guys.
me and 4 other guys. There's no beef.
There's no beef.
This guy has no beef. We're
guy's got
beating
no
him with a
beef.
wrench, peanuts on the ground. 5 guys.
5 guys. That's how it started.
You know what? It was because you were short.
speaking
I think
of-
I figured it out.
Of trauma. Is this?
Oh, there's a very drunk woman behind us that hopefully is
I
getting
don't know
help.
if she's drunk or if she's like. I think she might have a head injury. Like she fell down hard.
Oh, did she fall? I didn't see.
Yeah, she like fell and like hit her head really hard.
Yeah.
So I
Oof.
don't know if it's like.
Hopefully this person is here to help.
This. Yeah, it seems like.
I walked in there, I looked at her, and her like pupils were kind of normal. She was like doing like looking around. If they were all like dilated, I would have.
Because this doesn't look like medical.
The mom was like, she just needs water. So she's either.
I hope they're going to a hospital.
Yeah, because if
Speaking
you
of
fall on your
trauma,
head, that could
yeah.
if a concussion or something worse.
Oh, so this reminds me. So.
No,
when
I had a real quick point on your story.
Oh, sure.
Because you were short,
Yeah.
they called you a peanut.
Right.
That's
and there's,
where-
like,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Beef, peanut. It all
Yeah.
checks out. So yeah. So when this happened, I was with my friend Chris, who got beaten worse than me. I got beaten pretty badly, but he got beaten worse than me, and I just like I kind of like just remember kind of like looking up and blood's running down my face, and I look over and I
shit.
see Chris lying on the ground looking fully dead, and I was like and I like went over and I kind of like shook him, and he like wasn't dead, which is
Wait, this is at the same time?
this is
He
the
was
same
with
time.
a
Oh
friend.
shit! Okay.
Yeah.
And so
I
I
know, too.
for some reason I was like, when you have a head injury, you need to stand up. That's important. I don't know. I don't think that's true.
Yeah, Weebles wobble.
I don't know
doesn't sound quite
why.
right.
I don't. But it's just look. Logic and trauma is not always perfect. So, I was like, hey, get up, and I like got him to stand up, and then we walked, and it was similar to this, except for it was shittier because it was in Worcester. It was an area where it was like it was a main street, but we were on the side street right here. So we came up, and it was a restaurant like this where the door was on the corner, and so we kind of like plopped down on either side of the front door of this restaurant. Me on one side, bleeding very badly. Chris on the other side, bleeding like way worse. And then the owner comes out, and he did not like that we were there.
Oh shit!
He didn't care for it, and
Now,
so
what kind of restaurant was that?
it was a pizza place, I believe.
Okay, not worried about competition.
Yeah,
Being
no,
the
it
Five
wasn't
Guys,
like
yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
this was not the Five Guys vendetta.
Okay.
Yeah, this was unrelated. The restaurant was not. Look, yes, my beating ties in directly with Five Guys restaurant. That pizza place not involved though.
Not involved. Okay, we don't want to.
Wait, is
So-
this the
Smirch.
Washington pizza place with the pedophiles in the basement? Is there a...
This was in Worcester, not.
Okay.
No, it
I'm
was.
trying to...
Yeah, it said Worcester.
Trying to follow.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
not include pedophiles.
yeah.
Let's not. I mean,
This is a place that's disgusting on the surface, not underneath.
yeah.
Worcester. But so I just was like sitting, and then the owner came out and he was like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "We're just bleeding." And then, like similarly, what happened here, there was some woman who was probably like an off-duty. In my case, she was an off-duty nurse, and she like kind of told us what to do. She had the guy that owned the pizza place get us napkins, and she was like, "Oh, this too." It's not good for business to have two guys bleeding on either side of your front door.
Definitely.
So-
Unless it was Halloween night.
In
Or
which case, that would be very good
Very
for
to be
business.
like,
You're a
we got
hospital.
two actual
Yeah.
blood men in front.
It's still not good. Like, if you're a hospital and the you guys are
Yeah,
bleeding
that's
up
not
front,
a good advertisement.
It's
Let's
not
go to that
good.
hospital.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, they're like,
Yeah, they make
what
you
are
wait
they-
outside.
It's like we've been here
Look, this is
3
the thing
days.
about hospitals is that they're so stuffy. Why do they open air hospitals? You know, you get some fresh air while you get your head wound tended to.
They're like, you know what happened was, they're like, we only have 5 spots available, and these 5 guys were like, these 2 guys are gonna take our spots.
That's what happened. Yep. When I went to the hospital, though, I did meet 10 guys. And I was like, do you guys ever think about pasta?
Pasta, yeah.
But yeah, I met 10 guys. Like, at the hospital, there were like 10 other guys that they
all had head injuries?
that had all been attacked by the same guys.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
fucked. Damn.
It was crazy.
Well, it was just, they were just doing it just for fun?
Yeah. I don't know. I never got an answer.
Yeah. Did they get found out? Like, were they?
Yeah.
They were caught?
They were caught.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Damn. That's awful.
Yeah, it was not. It was. Man.
Was that like like they're like, oh, you too, like at the hospital?
Yeah.
It was like
it
one of those
was.
moments.
Yeah,
like,
it was like, like we were all talking, and it was like there was one guy that looked like fine. Like I was like, what happened to you? And he was like, they just shoved me. And then I was like, all right. But then there was like other guys where I was like, that guy's never gonna look right ever again. Like they were really messed up, So it's bad. I don't know.
You got something fun?
I was in the middle.
Does that?
You were in the middle.
Yeah.
So do you think they gradually got worse as they went on with the guys?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Or they got tired.
I mean, I think it must have just been like a matter of luck, really. Like like I think we got beaten for the amount of time we got beaten. I think because that was the amount of time before someone that wasn't us like walked onto the street, like and.
Yeah.
I don't think they put like a ton of thought into it. I think they just were like jumping out of their car, beating people, and then like once they like someone showed up that looked like they could
beat
alert authorities or something, they would take off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't really.
That's really because that's
I don't
like
have a ton of answers really. They didn't explain it to me.
Huh. And also with the brain injury.
Yeah.
That's probably like
yeah.
It would affect your thinking at the time.
Yeah.
That sucks. No.
Yeah.
Because that's just random. That's like there's no like reason behind that.
Yeah.
Did that affect your reality view later?
Yeah. That was the second time that I'd been jumped in like 2 years too.
Oh shit.
So I'd been jumped. It wasn't random, but it was like a guy in my hometown that didn't like my friend Ross. Saw me walking down the street, knew I was friends with Ross, who he didn't like, and so he just like smashed my face in, and that happened. Yeah, it happened twice in like 2 years, within 2 years. It was probably I guess it was probably like 2 years. So
that's fucked up.
Yeah, and so I don't know. Yeah, I think it's affected the rest of my life.
I think
I'm afraid of everything. I don't.
After that,
Yeah.
you'd have more anxiety.
I must have. I don't know. I don't ever. It was so long ago. I don't remember ever not being as anxious as I am now. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid of everything.
Damn.
I've never taken any risks or any chances in my life. I'm just.
You've never taken it.
No.
Yeah.
I think
that's they're kind of like beating risks into you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely it's weird. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how it affected me, but it can be good.
No, definitely not. It definitely would. Do you have any scarring from it anywhere?
Yeah, I have scars,
Yeah.
but it's all under my hairline. But
Yeah.
and I have like the first time I got beaten up, they like it just like you can feel a line on my cheek where he like cracked my cheek open, but it's like he didn't the skin wasn't broken. He just broke the bone.
Damn, dude.
So, but
this is all before comedy.
yeah, this is before comedy. This is all when I was in high school.
Wow.
Yep.
So like that was like when we were like.
It was.
We
at
were
that point
retired.
though, this was before laws had been invented. And, we were just living in caves mainly.
Yeah. They just
Yeah.
invented the wrench,
Yeah,
and they're like,
so
we don't know what to do with
it.
this.
And they tried that, and they were like, "No, we'll put that as a maybe."
Yeah.
That seemed to work, but I don't know if that's what it should be used for.
They're like, we had these plans, but this
Yeah.
really put a wrench in it. Oh my God, we just
boy.
figured out a thing.
That's how it happened.
All
Yeah.
5 of us.
Yep.
Put a wrench in the plans.
Yeah.
So, how quickly did you leave Worcester when you got the opportunity?
I went to go to a party, and I was
A party of 5?
a party. No, not
Okay.
a party. A party of 5 guys. Is that going to be the title of this episode? A party of 5 guys.
A party of 5 guys. Maybe.
That really is misleading for a podcast about trauma, though.
Yeah, I need something that's a little more violent as
Yeah.
a title. I need to get the clicks. I need like a party of 5 guys.
Yeah.
Killing a man, something
Yeah.
like that. Killing a man.
But I ended up I stayed in I was in Worcester until like the next early the next morning, and then I came home and went to sleep, and when I woke up the next morning, my face was all smashed in and everything, and I was all fucked up, and my dad said, "What happened?" I said, "I was in Worcester and I got jumped by 5 guys," and he was like, "The hamburger place," and I was like, I think so.
Like,
I don't know.
actually hasn't been invented.
Started
They
yet,
already
but
decided.
they were talking. I did overhear them talking about that. But I said, I told him what happened, and he said, "Type of thing really seems to happen to you a lot, doesn't it?" And I said, "Yeah, it does happen a lot to me." And he just walked away. And that was the conversation. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so-
is that a normal father conversation?
I don't know.
This is
the
Matt
pop.
going, What do
normal
fathers
pop talk.
do?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
I think I don't know. I think he was not at his best at that time. I don't think.
Okay.
I think he probably, probably would have preferred to go better. I think he just didn't trust me at that point.
Yeah.
I was like a pretty good kid, but he just,
You're just in the wrong place at the wrong
yeah.
time.
I smoked cigarettes. Which you
Damn, I
shouldn't
remember
do.
you smoked cigarettes. I know you
Yeah.
smoked cigarettes sort of through John Paul's joke about it.
Oh right,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I probably had already quit by the time you started doing comedy.
Yeah.
It's been like over a decade.
I'm non-smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I never got into smoking. I never saw the appeal. I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be smoking.
Yeah, I mean, you know John Paul's joke. You know?
That's what I knew. You were finger banging hookers, and yeah.
The joke is John Paul. I told John Paul that I started smoking when I was 11, and he was like, "Whoa, that's so cool!" And I was like, "It's not cool. I was like, just hang out at parties where I felt uncomfortable, and I was like drinking with one hand and then smoking with the other hand, so I had stuff, so I didn't feel awkward and had stuff to do with my hands." And he was like, "Yeah, you can't be finger banging hookers the whole night." That's the joke. So that's a John Paul Rivera joke.
Classic
No.
joke. Love John Paul.
Yeah.
Love John Paul.
Yeah.
I saw John Paul when I first moved to New York. He was hanging out there.
Yeah.
He has not come back.
Yeah, he was there for a winter, and then he came back.
Yeah.
And he was gonna. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he'll go back this winter. He might.
Yeah, he missed last winter. He was being a van comic. There's a few of those.
Yeah.
A lot of van comics.
I feel like van comics, like how like dude comics from the '80s probably felt about gay comics, which is like, if that's what they want to do, fine, but I don't want to fucking hear about it. Look, I got nothing against comics who live in their van. John Paul Rivera, one of my best friends, lives in his van, but I don't want them getting on stage talking about how they live in vans. It's disgusting.
I see he's looking at me. You know, he's trying to bring me over to his van. I know.
Yeah, they're looking at me. They're like, "Hey, why don't you live in a van?" I'm like, "I'm not gonna live in a van. I don't live in vans."
It's fun moving from Boston to New York because in
Yeah.
Boston there's a few van comics.
Yeah.
You move to New York, a lot of van comics.
Yeah.
It's like a whole slew of them.
Man, that's crazy.
I know a bunch of them.
Yeah.
All men.
Yeah,
I don't
not
know
a lot of
any female
ladies
van
that
comics.
live in vans, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, minivans. I guess was what they
I have a Toyota Yaris. I'm considering just moving into my Yaris. I think I could
You
fit.
could be a Yaris
I
comic.
could sleep in the glove compartment. You know, I'm small. Yeah.
You could be like, "Do you live in that Yaris?" And you're like, "Yeah."
I would
I
say,
didn't write
yeah.
a joke for that. That was Yar. I was trying to think of a Yar joke, but I had nothing.
Yar.
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 Yar. Is Yar.
Yeah.
Yar is. Back.
That
Matthew.
Toyota is your house? Yar is.
Oh, that's good.
No.
That's pretty good. That Toyota
Yeah.
is your house. I've never
Yeah.
lived in a car. Yeah, I was thinking that the first time I was hit by a person in public was actually on New Year's.
Really?
So that's my only.
this year? Or
This year, yeah.
What
yeah.
happened?
I was blackout drunk and waiting in line, and I guess I said some things that people didn't like, and I got hit in the face.
Really? Whoa,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Punched against the wall, and then like I came to, and the person had left, and I didn't know. And then I got to the front of the line, they're like, "You can't come in. Your face is all bloody." I just continued to wait in line,
It's the part you're most upset about, too, right?
and And then I argued for an hour. Oh, two plus hours. Now I'm banned from that bar.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, you were trying to get into a bar.
Yeah, yeah. In line, I was punched in the face by someone around me.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you can't. If you're already so blacked out that you get punched in the face and don't notice, you can't go into the bar.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've only been kicked out of a bar once. And I was going into a bar and I was really drunk already. And when I went in, the door guy was like, "You can't come in, you're too drunk." And I was like, "Yeah, that's a good point." And I left. So that's pretty good. I think I handled it well.
Yeah, yeah. I've actually been kicked out of a lot of bars at this point now. Just
Really?
Because of a blackout drinker. And
Oh, right, yeah. That'll do it.
Which is not, I know it's not cool. I don't do it now. I
Yeah.
stopped on New Year's this year.
Oh, because the guy hit you?
Because the guy hit me.
Yeah.
No one had hit me before. I had just been kicked out.
Yeah. I was dead sober both times that I was hospitalized. I didn't drink back then.
Dead sober?
Almost dead sober.
Almost dead sober. That's a new October tradition. Rob, do you have any other good stories for me to hear about your
Sure.
traumatics in your event that we could try to...
Yeah, sure. 2 years ago, I was in New York and I was coming back, and I just had enough time to like go home to my house for like an hour before I had to come here to Central to teach stand-up comedy class. And I got home, and it was home for about 20 minutes, and it turned out that my roommate had overdosed on heroin.
Oh shit, I remember this.
And that sucked. That was pretty traumatic.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Did you call the ambulance? Were they okay? What?
No, he's not okay. He didn't die, but he did worse than died. And yeah, we called 911, and they, I gave him like CPR and tried to,
Wow.
bring him out of it, but it was, it was too late. And and so he's still alive, but he can't talk or walk or anything like that. So.
Or do heroin.
That's awful.
Yeah, that's the worst part. I think is the tragedy is that he can't do his favorite thing, which is heroin.
And this was like before fentanyl was big, right? Or was this around the same time?
I think it was around the time. Fentanyl,
yeah.
I think, was already around, but it was just, we just got to him too late.
Oh shit.
Because the cops are right across the street from my house. I live across the street from the police station, so they, once we called them, they were over pretty quick, and they,
I remember you said you did have a joke about the syringes, right?
What was the joke?
It was like you didn't know what to do with them, and you brought them to the police, and they're like, "We don't know what to do with these." Yeah. And you're like, "Well,
yeah,
I can't remember."
I don't even know if it was a joke, but I definitely
not
talked
a
about it on
joke,
stage
maybe I'm
once.
just like, that's funny.
Yeah, I was like, because we were cleaning out his room, we kept finding syringes, and we were like, well, you can't just throw these in the trash, right? And we went to the police station, we were like, what should we do with these? And they were like, just throw them in the trash. I was like, that can't be right. And they were like, just throw them in the trash. And we were like, don't you have like a safe place to drop needles or something like that? And they're like, yeah, it's called the fucking trash, you piece of trash. And then they stabbed me with a needle.
And they're like, "You're now the trash.
Yeah.
We're gonna take out you."
Yeah.
That's silly that they wouldn't just take, because syringes are an item that I think are noteworthy of being put somewhere, right?
Yeah, like they should be. They should be in a biohazard.
Pancake houses sometimes. There's just like a little thing for your sharps.
Wait, what?
You never just like in a random bathroom.
Yeah,
see like a little.
Oh yeah.
disposable.
Well, it's just because you said pancake houses, and that threw me off there.
Yeah, no, they have them at the IHOP.
I was like,
Yeah,
is that how
well,
they
I think
put
it's
the
like places
pancakes
that
on
have-
the thing? They're like, the batter comes out.
Do you know what it's really good for is syrup. You just take the syrup, you put the syringe into the pancake, and you inject it with syrup.
Oh man.
So that one day you're like, this syrup tastes a little heroin-y. And like, oh, who messed up the syringes?
Oh jeez.
Oh jeez.
Or like time for my insulin, and then it's just a bunch of syrup.
And then someone else is like, my insulin level, I don't even know what would happen really. If someone who didn't need insulin took a bunch of it.
If someone needed insulin but then took heroin.
This is a person who was planning on mainlining.
All right, let's say there's
syrup.
3 guys, right?
There's 3 guys.
Insulin, one guy has
Let's go
insulin.
with 5
One guy
guys.
wants
Keep it
to
50.
inject
guys.
insulin.
One guy has syrup in a syringe. One guy has insulin. One guy has heroin. What's another in?
Well, I think you're right. We should go with 3 with this. You're right.
Well, 3, right?
All right,
Let's
3
say
guys.
they all swap them up, right? They're all
All right.
eating pancakes. Who's...
All right, so, all right, you take the guy with the heroin syringe, and you take the guy with the syrup syringe. You take them across the river. Then you take the heroin syringe guy.
They can't be with
back
each other,
with
though.
you.
The guy with the heroin
'Cause then
syringe
he'll-
can't be with the syrup syringe guy. Because then they'd like he likes
The
sweet, he
insulin-
likes skin high. They can't be together.
Right.
So then the guy with I forget what
So
the
you
other
bring
one.
back the heroin syringe, you take the insulin syringe back across the river, and then you just leave the heroin guy over there. They're truly our society's forgotten people. Am I right, folks? The opioid epidemic kills millions.
It does
And
kill
it
a
seems
lot
like
of people.
no one cares.
And I don't know. But no.
Sorry about that.
I had to do a video about a guy who was like a baseball star that got hooked on pain pills and then like he OD'd. That's funny, right?
Sounds traumatic.
It was definitely traumatic.
Yeah.
And all his friends still had to hang out with him and stuff, because like he was like young and they wanted to act like, but like he was like, yeah, he was all fucked up.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's real weird to, it's not, I don't know.
Yeah, drug use. Rob, have you delved into the drug use?
Not really.
No, right? Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know. I've done like, I've smoked weed and stuff, but I'm not really, I haven't really, mainly just alcohol. It's always been the drug I've done the most.
I agree.
I smoked crystal meth, not crystal meth, angel dust by mistake one time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, smoked weed laced with angel dust. It was weird.
Angel dust is angel dust?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Is it PCP?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get were you on a motorcycle and a bunch of cops beat you?
5 guys.
Five guys.
One way to stop being afraid of getting beaten up, just PCP constantly.
Really gives you a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All the side effects of PCP don't make it seem like it's fun. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a drug that's like, let's do
Yeah,
it.
it's just like Hulk serum. It's just like makes you go crazy and smash everything.
Yeah. Not to be confused with PCP, the PlayStation Portable Gaming System. PSP, rather, not P. I don't know.
Not to be confused with PVC, which is a type of plastic.
True, PVC.
QVC?
Yeah.
QVC,
Yes,
which is
popular-
a shopping network, yes.
Mhm.
UVC, ultraviolet crimes.
Not to be confused with PvP, which is player versus player mode.
True.
PIV.
PIV, which is
Pretty important.
It's when
Vagina?
you urinate and like a green viney stuff comes out.
pissing
PIV.
intolerable vines. Yes. That was like when was Vine out? That was like big 2000. Anyhow.
Yeah.
All right, Rob. We've done. We hit our mark.
Really?
We've hit our mark, and I think the
Yeah.
conversation was flowing so well.
It was flowing all right. I think I don't know. This
you want-
table left though. Should we just start over? Let's just start over.
Let's start over.
Welcome. To
Give me a good intro. How would you intro this?
That was really funny. How did you just hear how like that lady just walked by and was like podcasts.
That pretty much sums them up, I think.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
like-
Hey, she's not wrong.
That's how like I like listen to a lot of podcasts, but it is like it's fucking bullshit.
Podcasts.
Actually, we're recording a voiceover for a script we all wrote that's going to be animated.
We're trying to to free a wrongfully convicted man.
Yeah. We're interviewing.
So I guess podcasts aren't cool, but we
But
need
the-
to get Anya.
but
What's his name?
justice is-
Anyan out.
Anyan?
No, it's not Anyan. The guy from Serial. What's his name? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Anon? No.
Wait,
I
not
can't.
Anjan?
Not Anjan.
Oh, Anon.
Anon.
Or is it like
Adnan. Yeah.
Adnan.
We need to get
Adnan.
Adnan freed.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're doing with
Is he
this
in jail?
podcast. I think so, yeah.
What do you do?
He maybe killed
Oh wait,
his
this is the guy
girlfriend.
in Serial.
Yes.
Oh okay, I never listened to it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there's a guy, he might
I
have
thought you
done
meant
it.
he was the host of it, and I'm like, the host
no,
killed
that's
people? That'd be crazy, right?
Sarah Caning? Is that right?
Oh, Sarah Caning, known for
Known for.
getting caned.
That's right, by
Sarah-
5 guys. And yep.
The circle of life. Zach, actually, real quick, Zach, give me a traumatic moment from
You
your
want a
life.
traumatic moment from my life?
Yeah.
People keep dying.
Yeah, oh that's right. Everyone I love is dead.
Everyone dies.
Yeah, everyone you love is dead.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, I didn't really get to that part.
About how your whole family's dead?
Yeah, my whole family's dead.
I remember one time we were saying something that was mean, and you're like, my whole family's dead. And we're like, oh yeah.
You
that's
guys were
kinda-
like making fun of me, and I was like,
Yeah,
was that
yeah,
what-
yeah. It was at the Middle East. I don't remember.
sounds
We were
right.
culminating to the point where you're just like, my whole family's dead.
It's true.
Yeah, yeah. And that's pretty nuts. Because a lot of people have family to call or
Yeah.
spend time with,
Sure.
do other things.
Yeah, no.
But
no.
they're all
They're all dead.
they're all dead.
I have a sister.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You see her a lot?
I see her pretty regularly, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good sister?
Yeah, yeah, we get along well. She's great. She's
That's
not
good.
dead, which is good.
That's a strong point in your family to not be dead.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
That's-
it is. Yeah, there's not a lot of them left that are not dead.
Creansters.
Yep. Yep. That's right. Call me. Mr. Crean was my father. You can call me the Creanster.
And he's dead. Well, guys.
Does that count? Yeah.
Does that count for you?
I
That does
think-
not count for you.
I think I did it.
Rob's family being dead is not a traumatic moment in your
It's
life.
death.
That does count as
Yeah.
death.
So, what are your big deaths? Who's the first person that was? Who was your first major death?
The first big one was my dad.
Mhm.
I was what, 12
pretty
years
good one.
old?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Wait,
then
so your
Traumatic?
nana?
my father.
Your
No,
father,
my father.
okay,
My
okay. I thought you
actual
said,
father
I thought, okay.
died of
It's a little
lung
loud
cancer
out here.
Yeah.
and was really loud about it.
He was loud about it?
Oh my God.
He wouldn't
he-
stop complaining. I have cancer. I'm your
He's-
father.
Very good man, very good father, a little histrionic.
Okay, okay.
You know, I'd be trying to sleep and he'd start screaming, God, why are you doing this to me? Like 2 in the morning.
Wait, really?
Oh my God. And like,
What a drama queen.
it
Know what I'm
was
saying?
it was insane. It was like horrible already. Like
Chemo to
he's-
yourself.
He didn't do chemo. He wouldn't do it. 2 months.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I liked it. No.
He didn't
2
do
months,
chemo.
really?
He died.
2 months, yeah, because he
Wait,
didn't,
from
he didn't wanna-
diagnosed to death?
Yeah. It was very well. They didn't do chemo. He thought he was going to have about a year if they did. But
Oh, shit.
Really?
I don't want to be bald. But
And
not
then
in a
he would
vain
yell
way.
in the middle of the night.
He would yell in the middle of the night, and then he moved out to California to live with a guru, who taught me to drive when I was 12. And
Oh,
I
you went
crashed
with
the
him?
car. I flew out for a while. Yeah.
Okay, and the guru?
Sorry, I know this
what
is a
did
little
the guru
fragmented.
do?
I may not have processed everything yet.
No, I got you. How
Yeah,
long
it
ago
sounds
was this?
insane.
It was very insane.
Wait, how did he find this guru?
He had a friend who said, if there's anybody who can cure cancer, it's this freak. And so he tried that instead of
What was
chemo.
the name of the guru?
Steven.
Okay, that's a guru name.
It's
Yeah.
a good guru name,
He
Steven.
kept trying to
With
get
a
me to
PH or V?
smoke with him. What?
PH or V?
Oh, I
Penis
never
or
found
vagina?
out.
Oh. Yeah, penis.
He had
Penis, hat, or
he had,
vagina. PH or
PH or
V.
V?
Yeah. Oh, that was so weird. Yeah, there was like a retreat in like the mountains of California, and he had this gorgeous blonde masseuse with him, and like 3 other people. I don't really remember.
Wait, really? So this guru had a whole getup,
He had a whole like thing. Yeah, it was like a whole.
and he taught you how to drive? Is that what you just said?
He had me like sit on his lap and drive, and then I crashed the car into the mountain, and
Whoa.
What?
that was. I don't know. I was
What did
driving
he-
and I crashed. I don't remember how it happened. I was 12.
Yeah, like when my parents were teaching me how to drive, they took me to a supermarket with an empty parking lot. They didn't do I didn't do a windy mountain road to start with.
Yeah, that's probably not. It was like 1.5 lanes. You know.
Yeah,
It was pretty terrifying
yeah, I feel like
or fun.
yeah. I mean, I guess fun.
It was cool until we crashed it.
Yeah, and then it was awesome.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
cool.
weird.
It went from cool to
Not as cool.
incredible.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of another word that was better than cool. Cool is the coolest word.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you did it in a grocery store empty lot. I did it in an empty like school lot, and I remember when I parked, like, you know how they have the little like blocks in parking spaces to stop you from going over.
Mm-hmm.
Like my dad's car was low enough, and I just drove into it and scraped the whole
Crunched
front.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after that, I drove perfect up until 2 years ago, so everything's good.
2 years
Perfect
ago.
What
record.
happened then?
Well, it happened right over there. I crashed into a car.
Did you?
Well, I was under the influence
Oh no.
of what was it triggered everything of
Yeah.
alcohol, which is I guess is a pretty traumatic thing. No one was hurt except for me and the person that died, but it was a child, so they had no future. Anyhow, no one was hurt. No one came to trial. They had a chance to come to trial, but they didn't show up. They didn't.
Really?
No one pressed any charges.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
But you lost your license for a while, right?
for a month,
That's not too bad.
You lost your job for a while.
forever. I was fired.
Yeah.
But I don't think the firing was in result of it.
They just knew you were hitting rock bottom, and they just
they
wanted
were
to-
ready. They were ready to fire me.
They sensed it.
Yeah. Huh.
What did the guru do to cure cancer?
Oh, he didn't. His dad died. It didn't work. That's how the story started.
No, I know it didn't work, but I mean, like, what did he try
There
to
was
do?
some weird story about spider venom. I mean, it was
He
very
used spider
weird.
venom?
I came out there. I hadn't seen him for like a week, and we flew out, and he was like wearing a giant cowboy hat and like a rainbow striped puffy
Oh,
vest.
so he was gay. No, sure.
And he was kind of sitting by the fire, and oh my god, it was very weird. I don't think he was gay.
That was so stupid.
All right.
That was so far my favorite joke you've said today.
I've never made sense of any of this. I really don't know what happened.
That's such a strange
It's
experience.
so
like,
weird.
Why would you leave your family behind when you're dying to go see some guru?
It just seems to me like if, like, as a father, you're like, I'm gonna die. I have a 12-year-old son. I need to spend this time to traumatize him. I just gotta spend the next 2 months just
It was,
really traumatizing this kid.
You know, to be fair, he was what? He was 38.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm 45. You're 40 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I still wouldn't know what to do. I mean, I would
if you were
prioritize.
dying at 38,
Well, no, I would prioritize my kid. I now know that's what you do.
Yeah.
Don't fucking
you wouldn't
spend
go
a
out
minute
and
away
do
from
a
that.
rehearse for Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dream. I don't know. Right?
I feel like if I had kids, I would be like, God, why are you doing this to me? Even if I was fine. Just 2 a.m. God, why have you forsaken me?
Wow.
Like, this guy really needs to go into the mountains.
Kids stand over like, what's wrong with your dad? He's just a drama queen. Oh, you mean he's gay?
Yeah, man, kids, you know, same jokes,
They do
different
say the
decades.
darndest things. They really do. You always when kids say the darndest things are the kids that we make up that never existed. They
Yeah,
say
yeah.
crazy
When we
stuff.
can choose what the kids say, these kids are dropping fucking. You don't
They
even
say-
know.
phew,
I
a
heard
lot
a
of them are
kid-
real racist.
Oh yeah, M bombs, R bombs, F bombs, C bombs, G bombs. You don't even know what
I
kind
don't
of
know.
bombs they're doing.
Is there one for every letter? There
Yep.
must be.
What's A-bomb is
is a albino.
yeah.
If you say albino,
But it's like you can say albino, but it's like when you say like albino, that's like when it's
yeah,
bad.
yeah, you're right.
It's about how you say it.
A hard
Don't say it in
L.
a mocking term. That's not good. Just use a mocking tone when you say albino.
Is there anything you can say mocking?
If you say like albino, right?
Yeah, you can say Irish, and it's fine.
People
Yeah,
accept that.
no one cares.
Once we get to I, it's not Irish.
yeah, no, it's true.
It's not. It used to be Irish.
Yeah, but then it changed. Now
Bicycle.
it's ingrate.
Ingrate.
Yeah, they've suffered a lot, these ingrates, over the years.
They've had it rough. So
but
B would be. I mean,
I
like,
think imbecile used to be a lot worse than it is now.
imbecile.
Imbecile
Yeah.
used to be real bad.
yeah,
What is? Yeah.
I think it was like, you know,
it
like
was the same as the R word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But like
shit,
maybe even
alright.
worse.
Yeah. I mean, it was the
Imbecile.
same thing as the R word, where it was a valuable diagnostic phrase
It's like a
that then
category.
got like co-opted by bullies, and now they're like, we can't use that term anymore. It's
I like how they kind of rank the different types of like mental damage, right?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
were the ranks?
Well, they, jeez.
Can we say like mongoloid?
You can say it, I guess, but should you say it? That might be the M word, right?
Is that related
Is that
to,
the worst one?
Is that national?
Is that the worst one? I mean, I drop the
Mongoloid-
N word usually the first 5 seconds of the episode, drop N bomb, but not this one. So I think it's okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It puts me higher in the iTunes ranking.
If you, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Who knows how their algorithm
The
works? But
algorithm's
some of that
ridiculous.
seems to.
Yeah,
that
I don't
seems
know.
to
I get to
figure
the
in,
top
I
with
guess.
that. I don't know who's
Yeah.
running Apple.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to go through this whole alphabet. We're already over.
Yeah, we spent a
Over
lot
line.
on A.
Yeah.
And we got to I.
Yeah, we skipped.
Just
B.
doing the vowels.
Let's skip
That's
B.
yeah.
Oh, just the vowels.
Efficient,
O.
Uh,
Orangutan.
that's
No?
where my mind instantly went.
Orange.
No, it's old.
Oh, old's good. Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's that's something that me and Zach really understand, because being old, and we can say it, is
Now wait a sec though.
as an old.
Yeah, I can't even say the old word really.
The old people.
I don't say it. I say old.
You say that you call us the aged. You call us the
aged.
greatest generation. You call us respectable. You call us experienced. Do not use the O word, you young son of a bitch.
All right, I won't. Old. No.
Greatest generation.
The greatest generation. What did the greatest generation even do?
Oh, they invented.
Who invented the automobile?
I think
That was before the greatest generation. That was before
might
the
have been,
wars.
yeah, I think it was,
yeah.
it
I
was-
don't know which generation that was.
it was
The industrial
World
generation.
War II, right?
yeah. Well, World War II. The
you're
greatest
just-
generation of the people that fought in World War II, right?
And then they came
then
home, and then they had
The baby boomers.
baby boomers.
And the baby boomers had Generation X, then Generation Y, then Generation Urine, then
Yep, urine.
Generation Z, then the Millennials.
Wait, urine, Z,
yeah.
millennials.
Yep.
The generation urine,
Yeah.
I feel like in time they've been kind of like
Yeah, they don't talk
kind
about
of
them
like
as much.
you might say like pissed away.
It's true. And
Like-
Generation Z really has just become the Millennials.
Running down there.
Totally,
Yeah.
Generation Z.
And now there's the digital natives.
Yeah, the DNs, the digital natives,
Mhm.
and Digital Columbus actually
Yeah, he's
showed up
and just
to the digital natives' land, and
it's
he
terrible.
claimed it, gave them digital smallpox. That's a very loud.
Wow, this guy really needs everyone to know how fucking classy he is.
That's take 5.
Yeah. This guy's like, I love Dave Brubeck, and I don't care who knows.
What if he's in his car? He's like, I don't know how to fucking work the volume.
Not this car. Oh man.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah. I guess you know what? When you have one of those 3-wheel cars, you really do need to be like, but I can read. I can read.
Do you think like,
Like, I know I'm driving this car, but like I know what jazz is.
Do you think like the
I-
budget for Speed Racer went way down that they need the score during the driving scenes to be playing? Alright, that's
It's just so nice hanging out here on this warm night with you guys.
Man.
And gal.
yeah, he just really needs to. He's not only driving a cool car, he's also intelligent.
Yeah.
He was wearing a
Yeah.
helmet though, which kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a little.
Dave Brubeck never wore a helmet.
He did not. He probably should have. He
Yeah.
got a lot of head injuries over the time.
Mhm.
That really came back to ruin him.
Yeah,
back.
he got. Yeah, that's what
ruined back.
his head injury actually was the inspiration for his classic album, Take 5 Guys.
All right. On that note, I think we're good. I think we recorded probably top 10 audio ever recorded containing what we said. Thank you guys for coming on. Would you
Thanks
like to
for
say
having-
any final words to anyone?
My trauma is better than your trauma.
I agree. Someone's like, I'm a 9/11. I'm a 9/11 Holocaust survivor.
Yeah, that's way worse than
I
mine.
survived the Holocaust.
Mine's way
and
better
then
than yours.
survived the 9/11.
Yeah, yours is that's terrible trauma. Mine's way better.
That is true. Your trauma is way better.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, not a lot of trauma creates restaurants. You don't see
It's
the guy
so
that,
true.
that all those apples fell on him and then he was stung by those bees.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Create chilies.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, real quick.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm a random Puerto Rican person.
Yeah, establish your race real quick.
Oh yeah. Because race is important in this city,
True.
especially in this climate. You know? I gotta go, but I hope that your podcast is
got our own podcast, so we get it.
and that it spreads knowledge.
What's the name of your podcast?
My girl,
It's actually called the Power Up Podcast
Power
on
Up.
Facebook.
Raina, let's go.
Facebook
Hit us up.
podcast.
But I hope
Hey,
you
you're
guys are
interrupting
enjoying
the
your
podcast. Come on. Sorry.
Thank you.
Have
oh,
a
no,
good
that's
night.
great. We were
Have a
wrapping
good
up.
night.
Thank you. You just got in the plug during the plugs. All right. So we're going to cut that part out. But thank you guys. No, no, you're in it. You're in it. We're going to cut it out. But
Yeah, so I guess my trauma is pretty good. Your trauma is pretty good. We all got good traumas.
Zach, How do you feel about this?
Thanks for sharing. I really like that.
You know, I realize I do exactly what my dad does when we finish something. He leans over to everyone in the family and is like, did you enjoy what happened? Like, he'll ask everyone individually. And we all go, yeah. And he's like, okay. I'm like, did you enjoy it? And he goes, yeah. And then we leave, whatever we're doing. So, it's been Militant Affection. I'm at Matt Miller Real and all things Miller Company on YouTube. Thank you for listening. All right, bye.
Militant Affection.